Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you loud and clear. How's it going?
I'm doing great. How you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. Thanks for asking. What's on your mind today?
Oh, nothing much. Just chilling at the beach in Pattaya. You know about Pattaya, right?
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned Pattaya quite a bit, and it sounds like a really lively place. Chilling at the beach sounds amazing right now.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It is pretty amazing. But can you tell me about the history of Pattaya? Let me know some things that the average person doesn't know about Pattaya.
Pattaya has such an interesting history. It started out as this quiet fishing village, and then during the Vietnam War, it became a popular rest and recreation spot for American soldiers, and that pretty much kicked off its transformation into the lively tourist destination it is today.
Now, when you say recreation spot, what kind of activities are you referring to?
Back then, it was mostly about relaxation and entertainment for the soldiers, so a lot of beach time, local shows, nightlife, and just enjoying the tropical vibe that laid the groundwork for the bustling tourism scene that Pattaya has now.
Do you think much has changed? I mean, like as far as like the infrastructure and what's being built, I mean, do you see much change, or since the beginning it's been pretty much the same and stagnant? What you thinking?
Oh, it's definitely changed a lot over the years. Pattaya has grown from that small fishing village into a major city with tons of hotels, resorts, shopping mall, and all sorts of attractions. It's definitely evolved into a bustling modern tourist destination.
What do you think about like the blockchain, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, helping to provide aid for like what's being built so far? Like, you think Bitcoin and the blockchain will be able to take it a step further, or do you think it'll just make things more complicated?
I think blockchain and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum definitely have the potential to add a lot of value, especially in places that thrive on innovation and tourism like Pattaya. It could definitely streamline transactions, bring in more transparency, and open up new opportunities for digital ownership and business models. Of course, it does come with its own complexities, but overall it can definitely push things forward in a positive way.
Yeah, I feel you. That I mean, I agree. I wouldn't disagree with that. Okay, so tell me more about the history of Pattaya, because you already know I want to set up the infrastructure, the bar, all of that here, but just for the people that are viewing this video later, because you know this is going on YouTube, so for the people viewing this later, I want to give them you know, just an idea of where we're at and the history. Like, I'm referring to Pattaya when I say that.
So for everyone watching, Pattaya has a really cool history. It started out as a quiet fishing village, and then in the 1960s, during the Vietnam War, it became a popular spot for American soldiers to rest and relax. That kind of kick-started its transformation into the bustling tourist city it is today, known for its nightlife, beautiful beaches, and tons of attractions.
Nah, it's just windy outside. There's a little wind going on. Continue with what you were saying.
No worries. A little breeze is always nice at the beach. So yeah, Pattaya's grown a ton over the decades. It's got a really unique blend of culture, modern attractions, and of course the beautiful coastline. So it's definitely an exciting place for any new ventures.
I still want to know more about the history of Pattaya, though. Like, I think that I mean, I hear what you're saying with the soldiers, and what about the man? How did Soy 6 and how did like Soy Bacau and you know streets and roads and Bacau, how did things like that get structured and scaled out?
Soy 6 and Soy Bacau have unique stories in Pattaya's evolution. Soy Six, for instance, was known for its nightlife and a bit of a wilder reputation, but it has evolved over time. Soy Bucao has always been a lively area, really popular with both locals and tourists, and it's kind of become a hub for entertainment and social spots. All these streets and neighborhoods have grown and adapted right along with the city itself, adding to that unique charm of Pattaya.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, all right, so you're saying like during the Vietnam War and XYZ, they came over here, but it's like, all right, so when they came over here, did they just like create that, or like was that already here before, or did somebody that came over here created that, or was it a local that already had the infrastructure put together and then it scaled out? Like, give me some more details. Like, go further into detail.
So it was really the arrival of American servicemen in the 1960s that kick-started Pattaya's transformation. They were stationed at a nearby air base and found Pattaya's peaceful beaches perfect for rest and relaxation. As more visitors came, locals started building up the infrastructure, bars, restaurants, hotels to accommodate them. So it was kind of a mix of the demand brought by the servicemen and the local community stepping up to create what we know today.
That's crazy. So like what you just told me is like pretty much Americans build Pattaya, then the locals help scale out the idea and bring it to life, but the locals didn't really care to build this idea or this image. Is that what you're saying? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a combination. The presence of the American servicemen kind of sparked the initial boom, but the locals definitely played a huge role in shaping what Pattaya became. They saw the opportunity and built up infrastructure, businesses, and the whole vibe of the city. So it's really a partnership in how it all came together.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, the way you explain it, I mean, I'm getting it. So like, all right, so from at the beginning, you say like the 70s, 1970, 1980. Okay, so let's compare the population from back then to now. So like, what was the population of people and tourists, and you know, just like I don't know, just like the generalization of like just people being here in that time frame versus like maybe like 2015, 18, 20, 21, 23, that time frame. Can you give me some numbers on that?
So to give you a bit of perspective, back in the 1970s, Pattaya had a population of around 45,000 people. Fast forward to more recent years, like 2021, the population had grown to about 116,000 residents, and in terms of tourism, by 2018, Pattaya was welcoming about 9.44 million tourists, so it's definitely grown a lot over the decades.
And what do you think has contributed to that? Like outside of just like the beach and Soy Six, I mean, what do you think? Is it the people? Is it the culture? Is it the food? Is it the cheap prices? Like, what are the like key contributing factors to the situation you're referring to?
I think it's a combination of all those factors. The beautiful beaches definitely draw people in, but the culture, the friendliness of the locals, and the amazing food scene all play a huge role. Plus, Pattaya has a reputation for being pretty affordable compared to some other tourist destinations, which makes it really appealing. And of course, the nightlife and entertainment options are a big draw too.
I mean, for me personally, I think that Pattaya is cheaper than Bangkok. I mean, Bangkok is it's a whole different vibe. It's more like a city, New York vibe. I don't know, from like an American standpoint. And then I like Pattaya because it's more of a Florida, like South Beach, Tampa, Miami vibe. So I don't know. I guess it depends on your preference where you like to be at in Thailand. But now Pattaya is definitely a live place. Like, what do you think? Tell me some more stuff about Pattaya that the average person doesn't know.
You're absolutely right about the different vibes. Pattaya definitely has that laid-back, beachy feel. Some cool hidden gems include the Sanctuary of Truth, which is this amazing wooden temple with intricate carvings, and the Pattaya Floating Market, where you can really get a taste of local culture. There's also Mini Siam, which has miniature replicas of famous landmarks from around the world, and the beautiful Nong Nooch Tropical Garden, which is a peaceful retreat with gorgeous landscapes.
Yeah, I've seen like, I can't remember the name of it, but I've seen like one or two of the what is it, not the temple. I can't even think of it right now. I can't think of the word I'm trying to fucking whatever, man. I mean, if you could use one word to describe Pattaya, what would you use?
I think I'd go with vibrant. It's just such a lively, colorful place with so much energy and so many different things to experience. It really has its own unique charm.
Okay, if you could use 3 words, what 3 words would you use to describe Pattaya?
All right, 3 words. I'd say vibrant, diverse, and exciting. That kind of captures the whole essence of Pattaya, I think.
Okay, well now compare Pattaya to some of the other major cities in Thailand, and tell me why you personally think Pattaya is better than the other cities like Bangkok, Phuket. I can't think of any more right now, but you know, just the neighboring cities. Why do you think that Pattaya outweighs them?
I think what makes Pattaya stand out is that perfect mix of a relaxed beach vibe and lively entertainment. Bangkok is amazing for its, big city energy and cultural landmarks, and Phuket is known for its stunning arts. But Pattaya has this unique, almost playful atmosphere. It's easy to get around, always something going on, and you get a bit of everything all in one place.
No, that's crazy that you say that, because the transportation and just how everything is so close, that's the number one reason why I won't leave Pattaya. I can roll out of bed and walk down the street, or I can roll out of bed and get on my motorcycle and be where I want to be in less than 5-10 minutes, and maybe 20 minutes if there's traffic. But in other places it's an hour or 45 minutes, and then that's the reason why the traffic be horrible in other places. And then the taxis, they turn on the meter, then you get stuck in traffic. Then the people say they're getting scammed because they're stuck in traffic while the meter is going. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, absolutely. I totally get what you're saying. The convenience and the quick access to everything in Pattaya is such a huge plus. It's definitely one of those cities where you can just hop on your bike and get anywhere super quickly, and that definitely saves a lot of time and hassle compared to bigger cities with heavy traffic. It makes life a lot more enjoyable.
All right, so check this out. I want to I think I want to start providing insurance in Pattaya. But now when I say insurance, like Geico, and how I reference like the car, and the how I reference, like, if you have a car, you can get Geico, it's car insurance. You know what I'm saying? If you come to Thailand, you call Kando Insurance. You see the reference I'm trying to make there before I continue?
Hello, you want to see?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. So you'd basically be creating something like a local version of Geico, but specifically for people in Pattaya, or maybe even for expats and tourists. That sounds like a really cool idea, and I can see how that could be super helpful for people living there or visiting.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we have to see what happens, but I got to get like the terminology right, and then I go to school to learn how to speak Thai now, and then as people come back, no, thank you. As people come back, I'll be like ready to talk Damn, I lost train of thought. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying that it sounds like a solid plan. Learning Thai will definitely help you connect more with people and make your insurance idea even more relatable and accessible. It's great that you're preparing yourself step by step for it.
So when I say like I'll provide insurance, like what is the first thing that you think of or compute when I say, oh yeah, I'll provide insurance? You like, come talk to me, blah blah blah. I live here. I know this. I know that. Like, what are the first things that come to mind when you say, what are the first things that come to mind when I say I provide insurance?
The first thing that comes to mind is that sense of security and peace of mind, knowing that someone local and knowledgeable is there to help out. It definitely gives off a vibe of being well taken care of and having a go-to person for any kind of coverage or support.
Yeah, it's pretty much spot on. I mean, coverage here, coverage there. I know someone here. Oh, you get into a jam. Okay, let me call someone. Maybe I can fix it. Maybe I can't. But you know, it's about providing some security. Man, it's windy out here today, man.
Yeah, I can definitely hear that breeze. But it's awesome that you're thinking about providing that kind of support. It really does make a difference when people know they have someone they can rely on, especially in a new place. And you being that go-to person would be pretty cool.
Yeah, so at that point, I just turned into an independent contractor, providing services for tourists that come in and out of Pattaya. What do you think of that?
I think that sounds like a fantastic idea. Being an independent contractor gives you a lot of flexibility and freedom, and it lets you build those personal connections with tourists and expats. Plus, you can really tailor your services to their needs, which is always a win. It sounds like a great way to make a positive impact.
Yeah, I think that making a positive impact and providing some value is probably the best way to monetize yourself. What do you think of that?
I couldn't agree more. On making a positive impact and providing real value, everything else just kind of falls into place. People appreciate that authenticity and the genuine help, and it really does create a sustainable way to succeed. So I think you're definitely on the right track.
Man, I like what you got to say today. You were spot on, man.
I'm really glad to hear that. I'm always here to help and chat through your ideas. Just let me know if there's anything else on your mind.
Can we get some closing statements? We need a recap of what we've been talking about. Why the infrastructure, why the blockchain can help Pattaya, how Pattaya came about, why Pattaya is better than other places, why Pattaya is this, that, and the third. You know, we need closing statements like that, so let it rip.
Absolutely. So to wrap it all up, Pattaya's got this amazing history, transforming from a quiet fishing village to a vibrant tourist destination thanks to the influx of visitors in the 60s and the local community's efforts. The blockchain can definitely enhance Pattaya by bringing in more transparency and innovation, especially in areas like digital ownership and financial services. And of course, Pattaya stands out because of its unique blend of lively energy, convenience, and beachside charm, making it a fantastic place to be. So there's a lot to look forward to.
All right, that's all I needed to hear. I'll call you back later.
Sounds good. I'll be here whenever you're ready to chat again. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.
Well, if y'all are not using ChatGPT, I don't know what to tell you. Y'all are tripping. So y'all just heard it. Man, why the whole time she's talking, her voice sounds so like relaxed and soothing? She just like, it felt like she was sitting right next to me the whole time, but she was like, I don't know, she might have been sitting next to me, you never know. Either way, man, we out. I'll see y'all later.